It's getting a little cold in here, but not because of my next guest, but because of her game. Because right now I have a pleasure to speak with Alexandra from Unseen Silence, the studio responsible for the game called Terror Endless Night. I know it's your is in good reflection, while mine is in the mirror, but I you can see now. So hi Alexandra, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. Thank you for your invitation, and I'm so glad that we can speak today.
So your game is inspired by true events. It's inspired by the infamous Franklin's expedition with missing HMS Erebus and HMS Terror. And I have a very simple question at the beginning. Why? Why this event Unseen Silence decided to make a game about?
Okay, so the story was very interesting from our point of perspective, not only because the horror of the crew and the expedition was very interesting, but also we knew that there were some expeditions sent after them, and actually they couldn't discover what happened. So we asked ourselves, what if one of the expedition, the rescue expedition, went missing itself? Okay, what happened? What if? So that's why we were so inspired, not only by the true event, not only by the story of the Franklin expedition, but also what happened after that. And we wanted to make a story about not only the true events, but somehow we wanted to make it from the other side.
Your game is a story-driven strategy game, because you need to, manage the crew, the resources of the ship, and someone could ask me right now, okay, but why Terror is on Fearfest? And I know that the Terror also has some horror in it. So what is the fear factor here?
Well, the fear factor, wow, that's a complex question, actually. Story itself is a very horror story because you find yourself in a very challenging situation when you have to manage the cold resources that are running out, and people are getting mad because of the situation that they are into. And the fear factor, more than this, is that somehow you feel like you can do nothing, and in the same time you have to do everything what you can do to save your crew and yourself. You have to ask yourself, okay, how far I want to go and what kind of decision I have to make sure that we're gonna survive. So that's the fear factor, and I don't want to make a spoiler,
Of course.
but we want to put our players in a very uncomfortable position to make really tough choices and to ask themselves, okay, am I ready to make these choices, to make these decisions just to survive?
So it doesn't look at the first glance as a horror game, but there is some kind of psychological horror game
of course,
in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, we're very into this psychological thing, this psychological problems, I would say, because we wanted to make a kind of a realistic horror, and we want to say that not only monsters, ghosts, like some things that you can't explain, can be scary. Actually, the point is that sometimes people inside, what's inside of them, are the scariest thing in the world. So I would like to invite everyone to add Terror to your wish list at Steam, because if you like to have a very good story, if you like to have an impact on everything, what's going on in a game, if you like to make a strategic decisions and choices, if you like to figure out how to manage people, resources, how to stay alive, how to create yourself and everyone else in a totally different circumstances that you probably knew before, that's the game for you, actually. We wanted to make a game which is a kind of a riddle, kind of a mystery to solve. We want to put you in a position when you have to think about about things in a game, how they work with each other, how they cooperate with each other. If you like riddles, actually, that's the point. For sure, game for you.